is Kanye using this crazy as an excuse to market music and sell things, or is the crazy that comes along with marketing and selling things fueling his psychosis?
I
I mean,
think okay.
I was just gonna say I feel like crazy only works in selling things if you're like Crazy Eddie. And your prices are insane. Remember Crazy Eddie back in the day?
Well, a pair of Yeezys prices are insane.
His prices are fucking insane.
Right.
I don't know if
He's been selling for a long time though. He's always.
I don't know if he's using this as a tool. I mean, I think he just got problems. Like he's an example of someone where money and all these different things. When we made that record, Don't Let It Go to Your Head. This is what happens when you let it go to your head.
Yep.
Because when it goes to your head, that's what could make you crazy.
Yeah.
You see? So don't let it go to your head really means don't let the trappings of success drive you crazy.
Yeah.
This man allowed the trappings of success to drive him to a place where he's looking nuttier than some squirrel shit right now.
Yeah.
And you know, it's not cool.
And for the record, Kanye West on paper is the richest rap celebrity in the game we have to date.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Wow.
So he's a billionaire.
And he's of the craziest. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what's crazy is there's a lot of people that would trade, man, I'd rather have all that money and be crazy than to be sane and poor. You know what I mean? Like if you gave people the opportunity to be butt-ass crazy,
man,
would have
peace
mad
of mind
acres in Wyoming to run
peace
around
of
butt-ass
mind
naked.
is priceless.
You said what?
Peace of mind is priceless.
Thank you.
Yep.
Peace is the absence of all confusion and cannot be bought or sold. It is something that is created in the mind. And
it does not mean you cannot be wealthy. You can still be sane and be wealthy.
But you can't serve that master. Like you got to know that that's a secondary thing. People that chase money instead of knowing that money's a byproduct of doing good shit.
And you know what's so unfortunate? It's like it's messed up that every time
you talk, you're fucking
your mic is
distorted.
You're distorted.
You know, does dice?
I think your internet is like.
Am I back now? Yeah, I just saw internet unstable. Am I here? Are you with me?
Yeah, you're there. You're there.
I'm back now.
Yes.
My bad.
You're not on time, but I can hear you at least.
You can't see me?
I see you, but your vocals not synced with the video, but that's okay. I can hear you. Go ahead. Continue.
You know what? Give me 30 seconds. Let me plug up my Ethernet. I'm back. I did see the sign flash that said internet connection unstable, and normally I have my Ethernet plugged
now
up.
you're in sync with your video and your
now we rocking. No, I just wanted to say that it's unfortunate that at one time, like, Kanye meant so much for us and represented something like so powerful in hip hop that to this day, anytime he goes on one of these tirades, you will really, like, people will really debate, well, what he really was trying to say, and is it the fact that he lost his mother, or is it the psychosis? It's like we want, we're still clinging to the, to the ideology and the love for the old Kanye, that we will make ourselves crazy trying to decipher his crazy.
And I've said this before in past shows, like we go and try to make up excuses for his behavior and this and that, and come up with our own reasoning behind
Maybe, yeah, maybe he's just a marketing genius. Well, you know, he was right. You know, were we really free? I mean, we are just, you know, at the end of the day, we still, you know, got to answer to the man. It's like, if that's what you were trying to say, I guess, but I don't want to have to figure out what you were trying to say. As articulate as you were in these hit records, you should be able to do that if you're giving a presidential rally.
Yeah. Well, see, because he tried to do it in his own style. He tried to do it off the head. You know, a real presidential rally, you'll be at a podium and you'll have talking points in front of you that people who have done this in the past will help you put together and all that type of shit. Like Kanye got out there and just tried to freestyle it. He put on his fucking all tan get up with his tan fucking bulletproof vest. It said security on it. Like you're part of the security team. You know, put POTUS on that motherfucker or something. But anyway,
well, since
you're out there with that bulletproof vest, then you're just yelling at everybody like you don't have a microphone.
Right.
You're just freestyling these points. So when he said the shit about Harriet Tubman, he was like, oh, and by the way, like,
right.
He was just having a train of thought. Like, she didn't free the slaves. She just only brought them to other white people. Work for other white people. I mean,
well,
like if we stop and pump our brakes and stop being so crazy for a second, there could be some truth to that. Okay. When we did,
I get.
You see what I'm saying? When we escaped,
I get what he was trying to say,
Canada,
but not now.
There's not no black fucking. Where's the black like city in Canada that we all
Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia.
So there was a big black contingency in Nova Scotia, and when we got there, were we all, you know, did we create some like Black Wall Street type of shit? You understand what I'm saying? Or did some of us go and do what we knew, and we were free, but now we was working for white people? Like,
but either way,
I don't know the whole story behind it. But
it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you could go get a job. You wasn't getting whipped to work for free.
Right. But what I'm saying is, we can't get mad at the truth just because we emotional.
But here's my thing.
Like if he was telling the truth, and I don't have enough information about that whole story, but because we've been told a lot of stories that we think is true that we turn out to be not true. But anyway, if he is telling the truth about that story, we can't be so emotional, you know, where when we hear the truth, just because it doesn't align with what we've been told in the past, that we get angry at it and
no, not at all.
Go there.
But why put that onus on Harriet Tubman? Why put that onus on Harriet Tubman? Why not put that onus on Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah. Why you got to throw? Yeah, that's just like.
I mean, yeah.
And even if they went and watched white people, they were escaping slavery.
Right, like Harriet Tubman.
You know what I mean?
Like, be clear, Harriet Tubman were helping oppressed people escape being escape being physically
right. They were getting killed while they worked for one white
wage.
Exactly.
I don't mind working for a wage and not getting beaten and raped.
If you want to question the validity of someone quote unquote freeing slaves, question the credibility of Abraham Lincoln freeing slaves, Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, then Kanye, then why don't you quit hip hop? I don't know if it's run by black people. Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? We're all working under the white man. We all do. I mean, the clubs I work at, white people own the motherfuckers. There's some black people that own their own shit. Most of them are owned by white people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shut up, Kanye. And you're from my town. And I know Kanye, but before this crazy shit. But
before this crazy shit.
Yeah, before this crazy ass shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then first of all, if it weren't for Harriet Tubman, we wouldn't have The Rock. Because The Rock's father's from Nova Scotia.
Hey, if it weren't for Harriet Tubman, we wouldn't have Rod Digger Dirty Harriet album. How about that?
Damn right. and if it weren't for Harriet Tubman, because it was Harriet Tubman and of course it was the military, because a lot of the Jamaicans fought with the British military in Canada, we wouldn't even have hockey. The creation of it by Black Nova Scotians.
Crazy. Well, listen. Well, it seems like you know, his white girl is not standing by her crazy ass man.
Yes,
because,
Kim Kardashian released a press release since all of this happened, and her words were basically, until you live with someone who suffers from mental illness, who is of age where you can't physically force them to get the help and do the things that they need to do, you're basically rendered powerless. And, you know, I would have been willing to nail her to the cross, but I do happen to know someone personally who is dealing with a relative in the house. And I said the same thing, like, well, why don't you do this? And why don't you do that? And being able to see it, you know, being able to see it play out in real time, and knowing that you can't physically get this person committed. You can't get a gag order on them. Like, you can't even force them to take their medication. It's like, it is one of those things that you hope just works out for the best. So
I believe that shit. I don't think Kanye can be told shit.
When they get divorced, right? Because it's gonna happen, right? When they get divorced,
I don't think
that's a nice picture of Marvin back there. I want y'all to notice the type of dude, the type of nigga that she fucks with after Kanye.
I don't think they're getting divorced. I think right now, as we speak, Kris Jenner is going to figure out how to make the next season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians all about the importance of mental illness. You want to wager a bet?
Well, I say if
you want to wager a bet?
If they get, come on.
Virtual bet. So you think they're getting divorced?
I think they're getting divorced, and not only are they getting divorced, when she starts fucking with niggas in the public again, she gonna go right back to one of those diesel sports type of fucking niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, what would shock us all is if she fucks with a regular white boy. But I seriously doubt that. She gonna go, like, notice, she was fucking with Reggie Bush and niggas like that. Now look at fat ass Kanye. Like, she don't want, even when he was in his best shape, he wasn't fucking doing what them athletic ass niggas could do. Like, come on. She wants a nice athletic banging.
Okay, they're athletic, and he's the richest rapper on paper right now.
Right, but hey, money ain't everything. When you're a little,
but this just remember,
and you like to get athletically banged.
Just remember, this is
money
the Kardashians
ain't
we're talking about. You're saying money ain't everything. I agree with you, but now enter the Kardashians, who will find a way.
But listen, I'm saying after the divorce, because first of all, she's now fleeced him for probably half his money. She don't fucking need him anymore. So she already got her money. She's gonna fleece him for half of his. Now she can go back to, she got money and she could have athletic dick like she likes. It's a win-win for her.
I think she'll find athletic dick and still manage to keep her billionaire husband.
Oh, she's getting athletic dick right now. Let's not make no mistake about it.
I'm just
saying. But I'm talking about in the public, digga, after they divorce. This is what I'm talking about.
Okay. I hear you. That's your story. We got a bet going.
Prediction. And come on, let's not act like Lord Jamar has not predicted many things that have come to pass.
We got a bet going.
So hang on. First of all, why'd you have your left finger up? I don't like that.
Because my right one is going to knock the mic over.
Oh, but it's an official bet if we do it.
Okay, well, I'll reach over the mic. And all I'm saying is, if I'm a Kardashian, knowing that brand and everything they stand for, all I can think of is, what's better than 1 billionaire? 2. That's my guess.
Right, but what's better? Right, and what's more evil is to take one of those billionaires and take half his fucking money and give it to the other billionaire.
Yeah.
just because he was strung out on the pussy. And
all right, well, we got our bet. We'll follow the story. Anyway, I mean, you know, all jokes aside, in all seriousness, you know, mental illness is not a you know, it's not a light thing. It's a very heavy thing. It is something that does plague the Black community way more often than not. It doesn't get addressed as serious enough. And just, you know, prayers for that family. They have what, four children together. You know, it's not just the two able-bodied adults that are affected. There are children that are also infected. So just, you know, everybody involved with that situation, keep them in my prayers.